Hello people of YouTube, I'm John, and today we have a product spotlight from something from Atlas. So let's go to the workbench and take a look. Alright, so here's what we're looking at today. This is an HO scale ACF 3560 center flow covered hopper. This is from Atlas, and it comes from their TrainMan series. I looked on Atlas's website and I found an undecorated version for $26.95 and 7 different decorated versions that go for $33.95. Keep in mind these are MSRP prices. If you look around, you will probably find them for less at your local train store or your favorite online train store. Something curious was I did not find this CSX one on Atlas's website. So my guess is that they probably have even more coming out that they just haven't added to the website yet. And this is one of them. Your best bet would be to go to their website and see if they have what you're looking for. So let's take a closer look. As usual, I've scrutinized the paint with my magnifying visor and found it to be excellent. The markings are all crisp, and most of what you see on the side of the car is legible. Like you can see over here, all these little markings. There's a build date that you can read. It's just very well done. And something else I noticed that I thought was pretty cool is down here, there's what looks like a grab that goes across, and it looks like a separately applied part. I can't tell for sure that it is, because it also looks like it might be molded, but it's a nice detail. And then something else to mention is that you can see all the underbody detail here on these discharge gates. So there's quite a bit going on that you can see from the side, and they did a good job with that. All right, looking at the brake end, you can see it has a separately applied brake wheel, and the detail that goes down from the brake wheel looks to be molded. There's some extra detail in here. Looks like some kind of a appliance behind the ladders. And then it looks like there's another piece of detail back in here. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's just a support for this bracing here. It looks pretty good overall. This is a body mounted knuckle coupler here. And then something I'm noticing is that the ladder detail seems a little thick to me, and this little grab that goes across seems a little thick, but this is a TrainMan model, so it's not going to be ultra fine detail like we might expect from Exactrail or Atlas Master, even for that matter. And one of the cool things about this kind of model is it gives the modeler a great opportunity to super detail it. A brief look at the A end reveals similar detail as what we just saw on the B end. So we're going to look at the top of the model here, and you'll notice that the walkways are all plastic. They look really good though. The way they're molded, it almost looks like a photo etched walkway. And then if you look up here, you can see that there are little molded grabs on the corners on both sides, which is to be expected. Once again, TrainMan model. But one thing that looks especially good is the hatch detail. These hatches really do look good. And I think that Atlas should be complimented for that, because again, you're thinking of a TrainMan model, you don't expect it to look that great. These hatches look excellent. And finally, a look at the bottom of the car really shows off the discharge gate detail. It looks good, and like I was saying before, you can see that from the side view as it rolls down the track. So this has to be pretty good. And then also looking at it from this angle, you can see that extra piece I was showing when we looked at the side of the car down here. And I'm looking at it again, and I still can't tell for sure if that's a separately applied part or if it's a molded part. If it's molded, it's done in such a way that it looks like a separately applied part. But in any case, it does look really good. And something else that's worth mentioning on here is that it comes with metal wheels. And I mentioned it before when we were looking at the end detail, but these are body-mounted knuckle couplers on each end. I think this is a pretty solid release from Atlas. And
The more I see these TrainMan models, the more I like them. I think, as I said during the spotlight, I think they present a really great opportunity for people who like to super detail cars to do just that. So good job, Atlas, and I'll see you next time.